All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good weekend. We are going to be doing our, I love saying our and we and all kinds of stuff. That it's just me doing this, but I like including everybody so it makes it feel like a we thing. But celebrating 1,000 subscribers for this channel. It's been about 6.5 years of live streams twice a week, the occasional short, the occasional video from a convention, but yeah, so it's been a long time. I regularly probably see 5 to 10 of y'all in the chat at any one time for over 1,000 subscribers. So it's not a big deal. It doesn't monetize you. It doesn't give you any new perks. It doesn't do anything. It's just a fun milestone. So good morning, everybody in the chat. We've got Mech Ops. We've got Johnny. We've got Greg. We've got Missy and Bev. So thank you guys, as always, for being here. I really appreciate it. I am writing everybody's name down in the spinny wheel. And if we only get 4 people in here, then we will get, hopefully nobody doesn't get something if it's just a handful of people. But I am writing everybody down here as we speak. All right, so we've got the spinny wheel. This is what we're going to be doing today. I have to keep the keyboard up here so I can type and everything. So good morning, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. While we're doing stuff, I've got a couple small sets I can build. We'll start with this typewriter. Maybe we'll get through this. Maybe we won't. Typewriter / flower pot. It's a cute little set. I didn't get the original typewriter, the Steve Guinness design typewriter, but this looks fun. It even has a little Once Upon a Time print tile on there. There are 2 other things you can build with this. You can build a flower pot with a pen, and you can build a keytar with a butterfly. So some of those are pretty cool. Maybe we'll build this and then take it apart. So we'll have to see. I'd also like to show you all what... let's see if I can just do this. My latest... so this is our theme this month for our lug build challenge. The theme was back to school, meaning kids are going back to school and whatnot. And it's the end of summer. You're buying supplies. You're doing all this kind of stuff. And our seed parts, if I still have them around here somewhere. I thought I did, but I don't. They were nuclear yellow seed parts. Yeah, I must have put them somewhere. I didn't use those because as soon as it said back to school, I thought I'm going to make the back to school poster from the movie Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. So that's what I built, and I think it turned out pretty good. I'm going to have to figure out how to carry it because it's 6 plates of barely held together base plates. So I'm just going to go to the garage, find a piece of cardboard, slide it on top of it, and kind of carry it like that. Maybe tape down the edges. So it doesn't have to be pretty. But I think this turned out kind of fun. The ring around here was probably the hardest part. I also ran out of this color, this like light nougat kind of thing. Good morning, Regna. How are you doing? Add you to the chat list. And we've got... Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that. Hey, there's Mayo. Mayo Hasco. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So for the contest, so we've got, I'm going to be building this. So for the contest, we've got, for the giveaways, we've got 4 of these guys. We got these, I've got all 4 of these mini, these guys, I'll hold them up here. All 4 of the mini flowers. And every half hour, starting at 10:30, we will do, oh, I knew that. Why didn't I not know that? Thank you. Can you say it backwards? There's no print. So yeah, starting at 10:30, we'll spin the wheel. Whoever gets one gets one. I probably made this overly complicated, but I wanted to make sure it was fair enough in the chat. So I limited it to anybody who's been a subscriber longer than 3 hours before this started, basically. I figured even if you subscribed at like 9 o'clock this morning, it'd still let you chat, right? If you like got into the call or the chat at like 11:55, if you signed up at like 8:55, you'd be okay. But hey, there's Cliff. Putting Click and Cliff in here. How are you doing, sir? Clicking_Cliff. Trying to get everybody's names right. So at 10:30 we'll do a spin. We'll do the first of the giveaways. Thank you very much, Cliff. I appreciate it. If you get picked, I'm going to say this right up the top here. If you get picked and you don't want one of these, like the one I pick, if you don't want it, just say you don't want it. It's going to go in the Dell Children's stack for the end of the year. I have a bag of stuff that we usually take to our holiday party. 1 second. Gotta love my family. Every time. I totally lost my train of thought. Yes, so if you don't want this for whatever reason, I will happily donate it. Otherwise, find my Discord, send me a message in Discord with your contact information, and we'll get it going. So, yeah, some people have been around a long time. Johnny's been around a bit. Missy's been around a bit. Greg's been around a bit. There are some people I haven't seen in a while that occasionally pop up. So I'm grateful you guys are here. And we'll start building a little bit on this little set here. I also I built this for my 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I thought we'd just keep it together for when this happened. Turned out pretty good. It's kind of falls apart a little bit because it's a lot of like friction build snot. So it's all nice and smooth, and you can get those round O's in there, these arches inverted. I forget where I saw this, but I thought it was cool, so I built it. So we'll just crack on with this for a little bit. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope this was I'm going to move the keyboard. If we get a new person coming in and I don't see it, everybody let me know, right? Because I'm going to try to keep an eye on it. I always try to keep an eye on the chat anyway, so. Thank you, Mayo. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Hey, double surprise today. All paper bags. Look at that. That's crazy. I think I bought this from the grocery store. So H-E-B is getting these before the Lego store are. All right. I'll put the stickers on this because there's only a couple and they just go on tiles that we're going to use anyway, but those are pretty cute stickers. But yeah, paper bags, man. 3 whole paper bags. That's pretty slick. Just chilling, stream, always great conversation. Somebody mentioned earlier I think it was Greg, just got done putting together some F1 cars. You're already back to school. Yeah, the theme was a little weird because, 6 out of 10 speed champion sets. That's pretty cool. Back to school was a little weird on the theme this month because it's about a month after most people go to school. But we were also doing like the dog days of summer or something was the last, or summer something was our last theme. So, yeah, we just kind of wedge this in there. We kind of think of these, well, Lasso and I try to think of these at like 6 months in advance. We're like, I don't know, we'll do this. Which is why sometimes the parts don't match, because we're just like, these are the parts we have. This is the theme we came up with 6 months ago. You know, do your best. All right. F1 cars was the first speed champion I skipped out on since I've been in Lego. Really? So you didn't like the little mini, sort of like the collectible mini figure? Is that what we're talking about? They're like the CMFs, but they come with a car. So the only thing I already know that I don't like about the paper bags is that you really have to make sure no pieces get stuck in those corners, because you can't see it, right? So you gotta look, you gotta feel, gotta make sure it's all good. But now this can go in the box and recycled with the box. I don't have to make a separate dumping of other bags later. So that's kind of cool. Oh, okay, cool. I am not into F1 at all, or racing. So when those came out, I'm like, cool, something I don't have to buy. That's good for my wallet. Speaking of wallets and commerce and stuff, is Bricklink working today? Has everyone done their migration? We're going to do hard instructions today, paper instructions, because I want to keep the spinny wheel up so everybody can see it. Okay. So yeah, 6.5 years, I feel like. It's been a long time. Learned a lot. Pretty standard live stream stuff over the years. Been part of the 72-hour stuff. Done a couple really long streams. Been on other people's streams. Done some interviews. It's been fun. After 6 years, my family still doesn't understand that at 8 o'clock on Thursday and 10 a.m. on Sunday, I'm doing something. Hang on real quick. Sorry, we're planning our afternoon festivities for the Austin FC game tonight. Yeah, so it's been cool. I got to meet a lot of cool people through the chat. I think I was going to migrate last night, but ran out of time. Migrate? What were you going to migrate? I'm looking at the spinny wheel on my screen when the instructions are right here. I'm like, where's the instructions? You'll be lurking. All right, man. Yeah, Cliff, it was good. Thanks for having me on, as always. Fish news. I will put your name on the spinny wheel. Fish news, is this somebody, I feel like you're not new, but you're a Austin FC person. You're the person in Murga. Oh, the migrate for Bricklink. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I think it's supposed to go to the end of the year. I thought it was just like, we're going to do it right now and that's it. You just have to do it the next time you log in. But apparently people have some time. So yes, there is news on the TIFO. They've already started. The reason we didn't know about it is because there are several groups that work on TIFOs. We're going to talk. We're going to talk Austin FC here for a second. Yeah, I'll be at the game today too. I'll I'll be 10 rows above you. We're usually right above you guys on the right side-ish, so the same section, about 10 or so rows up. The patch moms, we're all wearing vests with patches. Then there's our friends right in front of us, and then this group of Hispanic guys, I guess. They're always there. They're always in the same spot. They throw water all the time, but we always chat about things. And then there's usually like somebody from La Murga that's like another row in front in the middle that kind of stands up, like Mark usually is doing something. So we're there. Okay, I think I saw you the last time you guys played right in front of the food court area, and then we all walked behind the stands and stuff. We were all there. So yeah, there's TIFO news in that a group that is not specifically Los Verdes is working on something. So they have already like got stuff cut and sewed, and let's see if I'm missing out. See if the TIFO thing has anything going on right now. Yeah, so they've got some painting signups already. They're rushing forward with it. I haven't seen what the image is. I kind of have an idea of what it is, but I can't really say. I can't even say what I think it is, so because there's confidentiality and whatnot. So yeah, I think I saw you. That's cool. I know my oldest has been to a couple practices. I think they're going to play drums, but they might also, I asked them if they're going to play trumpet, and they're like, no. Going to the Friendwood Lego store tomorrow. Nice, nice. Not scrolling for instructions. The instructions are not there. Man, the town of Friendswood, that always brings back memories for me because, and I think I talked about this. I used to work for Time Warner Cable when I lived in Houston, and some of my area was Friendswood. It was down Sugarland, so you go past Sugarland to, there was another town, and then Friendswood, and at that time it was like the edge of the service area. It was really like the boondocks. We're going to go see an Austin FC game tonight, Cliff. They are playing... Who are they playing? Seattle. Oh, God. We're going to get jumped. Seattle's going to kick our butt. The last game was we played was amazing, but it wasn't a game. It was a Leagues Cup game in which we got into the finals. So that's cool. Yes, it is. FC is football club, so Austin FC Football Club, and we're playing the Seattle Sounders in 7 hours, 38 minutes, and 54 seconds, according to the app. This is going to be a good set. Even if I don't keep it together, it's got a lot of pink, and I desperately need a pink. What's his name? Pink Bucket Nation dude. His name's escaping me. Jamie. I sent him when he was doing his castle. I sent him like all the pink brick that I had. So I don't have a whole lot of pink brick anymore. Lavender, pink, magenta. I don't have a whole lot of that. Did you hear Mariachi Band is singing the national anthem? Good. I think I like that. I've loved the guitar players. I think getting different people out there singing is and doing stuff like that's cool. That's a good piece for snot brick color. Haven't run into a lot of that. You think you brought luck? I think so. We got beat recently. I'll look at the schedule. Right now we're in 7th, and we're in the playoff hunt. I want to find our schedule. To see what game we just played. Yeah, that was the Open Cup was Wednesday of last week. And before that, it was Dallas. It was FC Dallas. I'm sorry, it was Frisco. It was FC Frisco. And they beat us, and we looked pretty gross. That's right. Yes, Ghost of Yote comes out this Thursday. I am excited to get that. I have next week off, so don't be surprised if there's a surprise stream of some kind during the week, during the day, because I needed to take some time off because otherwise I was going to lose vacation time. So I was like, well, I should take some time off. So I just took a week next week, and I'm going to be doing a lot of writing. I'm going to get back into the writing the story I'm working on, and sorting. Like I'm trying to set a schedule for myself so I have stuff to do, so I don't just sit there and play video games. But Thursday or Wednesday night, I'll 100% download that and get to playing it. So cool. Always wanted to see a game at my parents' house. How's a foreign exchange student from Brazil? Nice. Oh, cool. They were on the Olympics. Nice. Yeah, it's fun. I like going. Am I going to live stream it? You mean playing Ghosts of Yote? No, it's on a PlayStation, and I don't have like a video card set up. It's in the other room, and none of this setup would work in there, so I don't play anything on my PC. The prize wheel is for prizes that we're doing because it's the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If your name is on the list and you win one of the spins, you win one of 4 of the mini-botanical sets. So we'll be doing this every half hour for the remainder of the stream. So thanks for being a subscriber. This is to give back a little bit for everybody who's joined over the past 6 years or so. Appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to the game today. Although we went out last night and I overdid it a little bit, and I'm feeling it right now. Throat's a little sore, head's a little rough. So I've got this, and then a Lego meeting, and then the game. Oh, hey, speaking of my oldest that was going to be in Murga, they're going to be on the Capo stand tonight. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. To get it, do I just message you on Instagram? Don't have Instagram. If you win, come find me on my Discord and just shoot me a message there, and I will, if you win, and I'll figure out your address. Again, if you don't want it, anybody who wins these, you can reserve the right to just say, you know what, I've got that already. I don't want it. Donate it to charity. At the end of the year, we have a Halloween party, Christmas party, holiday party. And there's always a stack where we do donations of stuff to Dell Children's Hospital. So if you don't want yours, I will add this to the pile that I'm bringing for donation. So just saying, if you don't want to worry about shipping or anything like that. Other than that, yeah, just send me a message on Discord if you win with your address, and I will ship it off to you. Provided you're in a country that will receive shipments from the United States. Because yikes. What if you don't have Discord? I have Discord, but for those who don't. For those who don't, I think my email is also on the channel. I'm also on Blue Sky. I'm on a bunch of stuff nobody's on, but I got rid of my Facebook and Instagram account. Let me check. Here, let me just put my email address in the chat. Just in case. No, I appreciate that, Cliff. Thank you. I'm going to break this up so it doesn't get picked up. I hope you all appreciate the capitalized words are the symbols. Okay. A couple more minutes and we'll get these first handful of people a spin and we'll go from there. Again, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So yeah, the Bricklink thing, I think they've got it fixed. But I didn't have any problems when I was doing it. I know a couple of people at our lug had problems with it, and then the site shut down. So I think they, as always, they always have technical issues with stuff, it seems like. So once they got everything sorted, and I know sometimes you can't sign in from Studio, so I'll know when they get it fixed when I can sign in from Studio again. I'm also looking forward to getting some more microfighters built, so Bricklink was doing fine. Why did Lego need to merge it? I feel like they are going to want to control all sides of the market. They want to control primary purchases and secondary aftermarket purchases. Which, if that happens if they absolutely take over on Bricklink, I know a lot of people are going to bail and move to like Brick Owl or something where you can set up another shop. I don't think people are going to be really happy about having to deal with the company that controls both sides of it. It's like Lego buying up all the bricks and minifigs stores. It's like, why don't you just open more Lego stores, you know? Anyway, I don't know why they did it originally. I don't know why they felt they needed to buy the company or become a controlling stake in the company. Don't know why that happened. I'm sure there are financial reports that indicate why the Jesnick family decided to sell or, you know, go into partnership with them. Now, keep in mind, I don't think they're officially like, I mean, this is pretty official though. This is, you're merging your sign-in credentials with another company. That basically means you're the same company. Okay, cool. Thank you, Fish News. Hopefully I'll get it soon. All right, it is 10:31. We're going to go ahead and do the first of many spins. So if you're in the chat now, we've got Mech Ops, Johnny, Greg, Missy, Bev, Mrs. Wagner, Kim, Mayo, Cliff, and fish news. All right, so we're gonna hit shuffle a couple times to shuffle it all up, and then we're gonna do a spin. It does have sound, but for whatever reason, it's very quiet. So the first winner of the mini orchid, Click and Cliff. Click and Cliff, you are the first person. I'm gonna go get. Oh, they're right here. Cool. I was kind of prepared. I got my Boba Fett pen. Sorry, my Din Djarin pen. So this is Cliff's now. Kristen. Oh, I thought it was Kimberly. Who's Kimberly? This is going to Cliff. Congratulations, Cliff. Thank you so much. Again, that'll be mailed to you. Send me your contact info, however you want to do it, and I will send you a set. All right. So next spin will be at 11 a.m. So we'll take Cliff off that. Oh, that's his sister. Okay. Gotcha. The next one will be at 11 o'clock. So every half hour till noon. We'll do 11, 11:30, and noon. If you are not in the chat, and I spin it and your name comes up and you don't respond or whatever, I'll kind of leave it up until the end of the stream. But if you don't respond, I'll kind of just assume you didn't see it, and I'll add it to the charity pile. But I know like Johnny had to bail and he's driving to Costco to see if they won't street date the Game Boy. All right, moving on. So that was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Can I leave and still be on the wheel? Maybe. I mean, I don't know who's in here right now. It's just a matter of you talking. So it's hard to tell if people are actually on here or not. I don't have like a rolling list. Well, I'm not going to be back I'm done at noon. We'll make it work. You were in here. Hey, Frankie, you just missed the first draw. I'm going to add you to the... and then there's... George is there too. So Frankie is another one from our lug who's been off and on coming by for many years. And then George has got his site too. How's your and we're Bluetoothing you. That sounds vaguely dirty. Please don't Bluetooth me. Wheel of Fish. Yeah, I'm going to call it Wheel of Fish. Add mine to the charity thing. Would like that? Okay, cool. The charity would love that too. I'm going to put Cliff donated to Dell Children's. Cool. Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate that. For you guys just joining, Frankie and George, this is 1,000 subscriber. The channel has reached 1,000 subscribers, so we're doing a giveaway. We've got 3 of these remaining. The mini botanicals. So we'll do some spins at the top of the hour and see who wins. So that's why the wheel is up here. And I'm also building flower typewriter just to kind of keep busy in the background. All right, and I keep trying to click on the instructions on the screen and it's not there. Thy giveth to charity. So how's everyone doing? How's your weekend going? What you been up to? Done any fun Lego building, sorting, mock making? Johnny and Kristen are shopping. I know that. Yeah, this is going to be rough. I'm glad I took this week off because this weekend was a lot. We did a lot, and the weekend's not even over. I bought Beth her all-access pass for Brick Rodeo. So we are both now officially going to Brick Rodeo in next year in July. It is going to be at the Kalahari Resort. If you were looking for a great reason to come out to Austin, the third week in July, I know it's hot, but you can make a weekend of it and go to the Kalahari Resort, Hotel and Resort, and Conference Center. It's got a giant indoor water park. It does have outdoor swimming too, but it's an indoor water park. It's got like 8 restaurants. It's got a hotel, other things to do, arcade, a lot of fun stuff. And July 23rd, I think, is the weekend. There will be Brick Rodeo will be there. So this will be our biggest one yet because it will just take up so much space. I have not been approached to do any chairing of any kind, but I can imagine I won't be involved helping set stuff up, organizing, that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of how it goes when you're part of the lug and your lug is the one that's hosting the event. I will say, you've been waiting for this game today for a while. Oh, that's sweet. That's nice to know that you're enjoying being part of the music group. I will say, and I can't show it to you yet, but, and I don't know if I've said this, but the 2026 Brick Rodeo Con mock, the mock that we usually get in our bag. Let's see if I still have one. For instance, this was the con mock for 2022, right? You get this in your swag bag along with your t-shirt and extra Lego pieces and fun stuff. Excuse me. And any of the extra kits you get, lighting kit, foliage kit, whatever. So there's a con mock, right? And everybody will get this as part of their package. So in 2026, it'll be one that I designed. So I'm very excited. So if you see me there at Brick Rodeo in 2026, make sure to have your mock there and I'll sign the box. Yay. It's going to be fun. Built part of a set yesterday. Cool. What set? I think I mostly worked on my mock for tomorrow. Oh my God, Greg. That is hilarious dad joke. Good job. I heard a great dad joke the other day and I cannot remember what it was. That's the thing. They fly by your head and you're like, yep, good dad joke. I'm going to tell that to my kids. And then you forget it in typical dad fashion. Let's see. Still playing Death Stranding because I'm trying to 5-star the places that you go in the game. They're called preppers. They were called something else in Death Stranding 1, Survivors or something like that. In Death Stranding 2, they're called preppers. You're in Australia. And you basically go to their... You're an Amazon delivery guy, basically. You find these pieces of cargo, either out in the wild or... the outposts or the preppers will say, they have a list of orders. I have this cargo. It needs to go to this other prepper, right? So you're just taking orders and going to different spots and dropping them off. And every time you do, you get rated and you try to get everybody up to 5 stars. To me, that's ostensibly the end of the game. I've already beat the main story part of the game. So now I'm just like finishing upgrading all the roads, trying to find all the hot springs locations, trying to find as many little secret things as I can. and running through all the preppers to try to get them up to 5 stars is one of them. And I'm on this one prepper whose name is Mr. Impossible, and it's a set of twins. Oh God, the dog scared me so much. The dog just walked by and I'm like, what? I didn't think she was in here. Anyway, it's these 2 super annoying dude bros that are like directors or something in Australia. Apparently they're very cool and everybody likes them, but man, they're working on my last nerve, right? They're just, I hate, and they're the last one I have to worry about, right? There's one other one that I'm trying to finish too, and he's called the Adventurer. And the only thing that'll give you, like, you could deliver stuff to him all the time, but it doesn't change the rating. What changes the rating is if it's him and his son, and you always get these order requests that are like, hey, my dad's missing again. I think he went to this place. And you have to go get him, right? You have to, you put him in like a body bag kind of thing for transport. And you carry him on your back. And he's really annoying because he's always getting himself lost in a heavily infested BT area, or he's at the top of a mountain, or he's hanging off the side of a cliff, and it's always really hard to get to him. But that's the only thing that changes his star rating, right? So I'm like, so I just have to keep waiting until the kid calls me and goes, hey, my dad's missing again. And I'm like, this dude, man, for real. Working on the poinsettia, nice. The poinsettia from, is that the last year poinsettia, or did they do a new one? So that perforation does F all. It still gets through the bag, but and this one's got a notch and it says tear down like this. And I would, it's like getting a spice packet. Got to make sure that all the spice is not in there at all. A lot of dots on this one. I think we're making a keyboard. Evolution stem. That's one I didn't get. I wanted to get that one. Beth's been chomping at the bit to be on stream and build with y'all again. She has the big Mickey, 100 Years of Disney or whatever. So she wants to build that. Zsue, I gotta add you to the list, Zsue. New person in the chat. What do I think the score will be today? Against Seattle, I'm hesitant to say that we're going to win. Sultan Fuss. I have a feeling this might be a tie game. It's either going to be 1-1 or like... This is a type of game that might be hard fought. But I don't know for sure. Like, it's hard to tell. I'd like it to either be a win or a draw, obviously, but I just want us to look good. Like, I don't want us to look how we looked playing Frisco. We look terrible. So as long as it's a good game and the vibe's good in the stands, I'm kind of okay with any result. Honestly, we got to the finals of the Open Cup, and I think we're okay. As long as we don't lose, I think we're okay for the playoffs. So, I don't know. That's kind of why I like, it's like when I watch hockey, it's like, well, yeah, the Avs are probably totally out skill level the other team, and our record is a lot better. But on any given night, a suck team can show up and just kick your butt. Like, you just don't know. Everybody's got the yips. Everybody's off a little bit. It just happens like that. Got some interesting. They won't give you a 1x10, which exists. They give you 2 1x5s, which means there's another 1x5 in there for something. So Zsue, thank you for being one of my 1,000 subscribers over the years. I appreciate it. And hopefully you will win at the top of the hour. We're going to spin the wheel at 11 o'clock and give away one of 3 remaining mini botanicals. Yeah, I think we're leaving early. I mean, Rowan, my oldest, has to be. I don't know when they have to be there. I usually ride with them, but we'll see what happens today. I may have to ride with the ladies and just get there late because they always kind of get there late. Mini-botanicals, yeah, they're very cool. I've got all 4 of these in our bathroom. We've got it's not a Jack and Jill. I don't know what it's called. It's like a pass-through bathroom. Like it's got doors on either side. It's kind of in the middle of the house. So like you walk into the house and the kitchen and main living room are over here. But if you go this way, it's the den where the TV room is and then an office and another bedroom. It's actually, 2 bedrooms. So an office and then a guest room and then kind of a little den area. But in the middle of that is a bathroom. You can go through one door and it's like a hallway. And the sink is on one side, but it's got this giant counter space. And Cliff won the first one, and he's donating it to charity. Again, that's always an option if you want to donate it to charity. It'll go to Dell Children's Hospital here in Austin. At the end of the year, we just have a big toy drive. So I've got all 4 of these in the bathroom, just lined up because it looks nice. Did I get your email? Let me see. I didn't. Maybe it got flagged as spam. Yeah, I got flagged as spam. I will unflag that, not spam. Go back to my inbox. So in case you win, I'll let you know. And you know what? Maybe I'll bring it to the game tonight and give it to you there. Okay, still building. Also in the bathroom, because I love lighthouses. I have a thing for lighthouses. I have several pictures of lighthouses in the bathroom. The old lighthouse, I still have that box. Yeah, the 3-in-1 lighthouse that had the crank and the little pier on it. I got from a guy at work. And I put it in the bathroom. It looks really cool because there's all these pictures and then there's an actual lighthouse. And I knew this was going to be a problem today. My voice was going out starting yesterday. And I wasn't even doing anything. Like Beth came home from work and I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? One of our dogs, the big one, likes playing with rocks out in the backyard. And they sometimes bring those rocks in the house. And they're not supposed to. And if we find rocks that they brought in, we take them from her. And then I've created like a rocky outcropping for the Lego lighthouse. So it looks like it's out on a not a jetty, but just an outcropping kind of thing. It looks kind of cool. Same, Cliff. I'm loving the botanicals for that reason, because you can kind of decorate your whole house with them and not really worry about anything. It's super fun. Are the pink roses out? I think the pink roses are coming up, if they're not already out. I don't know if I'm going to get those because I have the red roses, and I feel like having red and pink roses, it would be cool, but I almost feel like I don't know where I put them. I may still get them though. The roses also are kind of a repetitive build. They look really great, but it's not like the other sets that are slightly differentiated in the stem and the flower and stuff like that. The roses are just like, do this one rose 5 times, then do this partially opened rose 5 times, then do these baby's breath 10 times or something like that. Yeah, it does. I actually kind of wanted to get the big lighthouse set, but I'm like, I think it was like $300. I'm like, nah, I don't need that. And then I built kind of my own. So, hey, look, a 1x12. Nice. Oh, this is actually giving us an actually staged keyboard. Wow, there's a lot of these keys. So here's the thing. Does anybody have little tiles with letters on them? Because you could probably do that and fix this up to be an actual keyboard. Big space bar, got a shift. I like the 1000. Oh yeah. So this was something, thank you. This was something I found online. Somebody had done something similar. And I did this for my Instagram account when that hit 1,000 followers like 2 years ago or something like that. But I kept it because I was like, oh, maybe one day my YouTube channel will hit it. And it did, so that's it. That's my sig fig. That's me playing video games. And it's just the sets that I like most out of Lego. So I think it turned out pretty good. I can't remember where I found it online, but if anybody wants to know how that's put together, it's kind of dodgy because it's inverted arches, and that's a little funky, and you have to do some creative snot builds on the bottoms of these things to get it to work that way. So I might take it apart and like do a digital version of that for people who might want it. But again, I found the design online somewhere. Somebody did that. I might be able to hold the Lego set if I win at the game today. Yeah, if you win, I'll bring it. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I can bring it in the stadium. I'd have to give it to you outside the stadium. And I know y'all gather sometimes in front of Zebra to play, but not always. So that's going to be... We'll have to see what happens. I get flagged by security every time I go. We all wear these giant vests with patches on them, and most of the patches are pinned with safety pins. Like I'd say about a third are pinned, the rest are sewn on. Just because I really like them, but I haven't sewn them on yet, so I just throw it on there with a safety pin. But also I have a bunch of like pins, like enamel pins on the breast pockets and up the collar, so it's heavy with metal. But like my oldest will go through nothing. They have the same vest, same number of pins, nothing happens. I'll walk through, show my water bottle's empty, and then I just go right for I go through the thing. I'm like, I know, I'm gonna have to go through the wanding or whatever. So yeah, that's fine. If you end up winning, then we'll figure it out. I mean, you're obviously local. You should come to a meeting. You should come to a Lego meeting. And I'll give it to you there. If not, I'll mail it to you. Or I'll give it to Rowan, and Rowan can see you at Murga rehearsal whenever you guys have rehearsals. And they can give it to you then. Cute. Okay. So, looks like this just sits in here. Like that. Yeah, it's just a friction drop in. Looks like you can take this out if you want. I don't know why you would take it out specifically, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, I told Rowan I might try to go to a practice. They don't need more drummers, I'm sure, but they might need capos. So I don't know. Cool. Being a capo just seems like such work, and I am so old. But I think we may end up... yeah, look at that little typewriter. Isn't that cute? Because Rowan's going to be on the capo stand tonight, I think we may end up down in 04. If they're in the 04 section. Oh, so not 104, 102. Well, no. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to be, but we may like move around a little bit. So if you see 3 or 4 people in vests moving around to different spots, that's us. These newer ones, curved bricks in pink, that's pretty cool. Got a lot of them. And I just need that other hinge. Where's the other hinge? I've called these hinges since I was a little kid, and every time I see the part, I keep wanting to call these hinges, and I don't know why. Because if you look at it like this, it looks like the inside of a hinge that opens a cabinet. Like it's like an open state of a hinge, as it were. But it's not. It's a bracket. Boji777, hello, welcome. I'm going to add you to the list. Thank you for being a subscriber, or at least subscribing recently. Thank you so much. Boji777. And M. Rollman. I'm putting you in, Dad. M. Rollman's my dad. He's the one who called earlier. Yeah, you can win, and then you can say you want to donate it to charity. If you don't want it, but I mean, look at it. It's cool. These are really cool sets. Liz might like it. A chrysanthemum. Who doesn't want a chrysanthemum? One of those I will pick. Yes, you've been entered into the chat. So again, if you're a subscriber, thank you for being one of 1,000 subscribers over the years. I really appreciate you spending your time. We realize you have a choice on how to spend your YouTube viewing time. So thank you for choosing Ben Airlines. And then Thursday, are we back to normal? Yeah, so Thursday I'll get back to doing some design stuff, I think. Maybe Q2. I don't know. I got some parts to rebuild some of Q2. I want to try to have the south stands done for Brick Rodeo next year. So, all right. So we are now at the top of the hour. It's 11 o'clock. Lock in those chats. And we are going to spin this wheel. We're going to give it 3 shuffles, 2, 3. And then we're going to spin. And this will be for the Plum Blossom. The winner of the Plum Blossom. Blossom. Ah, see? Liz is going to get a Plum Blossom, Dad. So you've won this. If you want it, I'll mail it to you. I'm going to go ahead and put your name on it. Dad. Or you can suggest to donate it to Dell Children's Hospital here in Austin. That's up to you. You can get it to if you don't want it, you can give it to Liz and say, "Look what I got you! Isn't it wonderful?" And then start her slowly on the road to madness that is Lego collecting. What did I do with the pieces I was working on? Yay! Okay, we got 2 down. There's 2 more to go. So the next drawing will be at 11:30. So stick around for that if you want. I'm also assuming you don't want it. Like, that's not nice of me. Maybe you do want it. You want to build some Lego flowers. Oh, ×2. Ha! J'accuse. I caught you. You almost did me in that time. All right, everybody hydrate. Everybody remember to drink. I was going to do a second coffee for this, but I was like, I really need to just drink water today. I'll get a coffee on my way to the Lego meeting. My afternoon coffee. All right, who in the chat here, who's a coffee drinker and who's a tea drinker? And who's a I don't care about either of them? Yeah, I will. If we get a chance to come by, I will. I'll come shake your hand. Maybe I'll give you a patch. I think I've got some extra patches I can hand out. The ladies will always let me give away a patch. Coffee. That set is so pink. It is very pink. Or as they say in Denmark, light rose. Right? Isn't it Denmark doesn't have a word for pink or something? I forget what the actual thing for that is. It's not like they don't have... It always comes up as there's no pink in Denmark or something. It's like, no, they just have a different word for what we call pink. They still have pink. And they call it that. They call it just something else. Which is why there's no like pink in Lego. It's always light pink or rose or something like that. I look super small next to everyone. Yeah, they're all grown-ass people. You drink soda and water. Cranberry juice in the morning. Who's the Star Trek fans here where Guinan gives Worf prune juice? And he's like, warriors drink. He gets really excited about it. Donate it, and it's from Liz. You got it. Wow, this is super easy, you guys. I don't have to mail anything. Donate. And I'm going to put from Liz. Nobody's going to know who Liz is. But I know. Cool, cool, cool. Drink a pot or two in the morning, then sweet D through the day. You drink a pot or two of coffee in the morning and then tea the rest of the day? That's a lot, my brother. It's a lot of caffeine flowing through your veins. You said soda and water. I'm like on sparkling water for like meals and coffee in the morning and a coffee in the afternoon. And then just regular water. I haven't had a soda in a while. Usually I'll get a soda if I go to like a fast food place and they don't have lemonade. I'll be like, root beer, you know. It's really odd if they're like, we don't have root beer. I'm like, what? But yeah. And beer. I forgot beer. But beer's like once every 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. Like I don't have beers every day or anything. You get home from work, need to crack one open. Need a cold one. Get you through the day. Nope. I don't even have any beer in the house right now. The last one I had, ironically, was on this stream Thursday, and it was a non-alcoholic beer. And I don't know if you all were here for that, I got unreasonably upset. Because it tasted really good, and it was an Oktoberfest beer, and I was like, non-alcoholic? Come on. But coffee, water, sparkling water, only for me. Soda once a month or so. Same. You guys are awesome. But if I win, I'm building it. Yeah, man. Uh-oh. Am I short a piece back here? I am. Everything is awesome. Everything is pink on this typewriter. All right. It's a very pink set. If you're not careful, you miss a spot. But there's your typewriter. It feels like it wiggles. Like it's got a wiggle aspect to it. It jumps around a little bit. Okay, continuing on. So, now that everybody's canceled Disney Plus and Hulu and Paramount, what are y'all watching? What's on your binge watch list right now? I'm sad because I got rid of Hulu and I still had several episodes of Shorzy to get through, and one episode left of Alien Earth, I think. So I'm gonna have to find out how to download or buy that somewhere. Superman film made it to HBO. I'm excited to watch. Oh yeah, that's so great. I want to watch it again too. It was a real good movie. I'm trying to get Beth to watch it because I think she'd like it. It has Nathan Fillion in it, so I'm hopeful that she'll just be like, yeah, he's in it. And it's a it's a James Gunn joint, so he always does some good stuff. Loves some music. I'm gonna let James Gunn and Hideo Kojima pick all my music from now on, because they're Death Stranding and James Gunn movies, and Creature Commandos was really good. Peacemaker is... I like the first season better. The second season's still good. I haven't seen the latest episode, though. Cliff, political reasons. ABC doing ABC things because of the administration, and they're kowtowing to Nazis. That's all. You don't have to if you don't want to. But anyway, try not to talk about it too much. But yeah, we did a lot. But I'm hypocritical because I'm going to go see Tron in October. I didn't cancel those tickets. Mostly because I'm going with my kids and I don't want to So, because Dad's got principles, we're not going to go see a movie. I'm not going to do that. And I'm going with a couple other friends, so I don't want to cancel all those. And nobody's paid me back for them either. Interesting. I keep scrolling the wheel thinking they're the instructions for the set. It's not. Goodness gracious. So yeah, Peacemaker is good. I'm excited for news of the Ted Lasso series coming back. I think it's going to be the women's soccer team, the Lady Greyhounds or whatever. So that'll be fun. I hope it doesn't suck. I always worry about shows that are really good, and then they add that one little bit at the end, and it's kind of like, yeah, it wasn't as good. Task is great. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd seen something about Task. There's another show that I wanted to start watching on, I think it was Prime. I'm still watching SG1 on Prime. It was a Gary Oldman show, and it looked like reporters or investigators or something like that. It looks really good. I want to give it a shot. I just like Gary Oldman, so. It's going together really weirdly. Oh, now it's so it can't come out. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that is the funniest thing. You said it was a duck. Ducks don't do that. Why would you tell somebody it's a duck if it isn't a duck? He is so funny in that. Like deadpan, perfect Tim Meadows in that. He and Vigilante really the whole cast is great, but he and Vigilante steal the show for me. Go ahead, ask me some spider facts. How many eyes do they have? What? What kind of question is that? Oh, it's so good. I like how it was like, I know a lot about owls now. It's funny when I read stuff on like Reddit about the show, and everyone they're like, yeah, Vigilante is so autism coded. And I'm like, he's just autistic. There's no coding about it. He is straight 100% autistic. Possibly also a little, not psychotic, but sociopathic. Like he just doesn't like some of the things he does just kind of wash over him a little bit, and you're kind of like, really? Anyway, it is a fun show. I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking what they're doing with the female agent, Harcourt. Her neuroses and her internal demons is really interesting. They're doing a really good job of it. Really like what they're doing with that. Hey, thanks, Cliff. Thanks again for the donation. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I hope to catch you online soon. Take care. How can owls have 2 eyes? Wouldn't they fall out? Yeah, it's so good. Oh, goodness. I missed a few things. Okay, just those 2 things. And it was on the second last step. I don't feel so bad. There's all these extra pieces. I'm like, that's way too many extra pieces. And these go in the extra piece bucket. Extra piece buckets. And then they get sorted later. Pollen has been really bad here lately. Like this whole past week. And I can feel it in my chest. Everybody else is sneezy, and I'm like, it just gets me. All right, bag 3. If we run out of stuff to do, I don't think I have a really small set I can do, but we'll figure something else out. Oh, that was almost a good perforation. Got 2 little bags this time. So, upcoming plans, anybody? Any vacations, or you excited about going anywhere, seeing something? Again, paper bags, got to double check. Got to squish them down. Make sure you don't leave anything in there. I have some good news about my brother. He's out of surgery. And so far, the prognosis the doctors think is very good. He was out of surgery, came home Friday. They'll have pathology by Tuesday, but they're confident that everything is okay. So, fingers crossed. I sent him instead of flowers, I sent the... which I don't even have. I'm gonna have to get this for myself now too. I almost bought it at the same time. I almost got myself one. The Japanese maple tree. I was like, here, I don't want to send you flowers. So here's some flowers that you can build. That you can, if you want to, you can kill some time building something while you're at the hospital. And my card said, because it was colon surgery, my card said, I always knew you were a pain in the ass, and now we have medical evidence. And I told Beth, and Beth's like, is he going to be mad about that? I'm like, no. I was like, sibling humor. I thought that was hilarious. Do you go to every game? I try to go to every home game, yes. Thank you, Bev. Appreciate it. Yes, we try to go to every home game. Man, voice is just going out. Yes, that's awesome for my brother. Thank you, guys. And yeah, the maple is on my list too. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm kind of running out of spaces to put flowers, but I'm sure I could make room somewhere. We go to every game unless someone is sick or out of town. And it's me and the Patch Moms and at least one kid. Sometimes both kids go. Rowan and I usually go together. We're soccer buddies. And then the ladies will show up a little later. We like to get there a little earlier. So we'll show up early and they'll get there whenever they get there. But we're holding spots for them. So the only problem is they have to park far away. Also, if the ladies are out of town for anything, like they'll go see NWSL games or U.S. Women's National Team games. So if any of those are going on and they're out of town for it, they'll miss that game. And in some of those cases, like Rowan and I will still go. But if any one of us doesn't want to go, sometimes the whole crew doesn't go. So, but that doesn't happen that often. I haven't gone just by myself. It's always with a friend or something, or one of the Patch crew. And I know enough people there that I could hang out with them if I wanted to. Like, hey, my usual crew is not here today. Can I hang out with you in a different section? I'm sure everybody would be like, yeah, that's fine, man. Okay. I'm going to do your carriage. It's called the carriage. That's the carriage return, because you're returning the carriage to its original. That's why the key is called return, because you're returning the carriage to its original position. Also, I just totally made that up. I have no idea if that's why it's called. I think that's why it's called that. And it moves. Yeah, the maple looks fun. I do want to get it. I've got a list of stuff that I'm probably going to get. I will actually get my 20-year bonus this year. Not like last year where I thought I was going to get it, but I'd only been there 19 years. So there's a handful of sets that I'll probably get before I just put everything else into savings or pay down a credit card or something like that. But like, I want to get that. I know the AT-AT's coming out. The gingerbread house AT-AT. Which reminds me, Kristen said something earlier about pronouncing ATST. I kind of want to scroll back and see what they said. Because I wanted to... It's like saying, oh, it's Johnny. It's like saying ATST. Say the ST. Atst. So it's Kim Wagner backwards. Rengaum. That's what it was. If they're still listening, that's funny. I still want to get 3PO. I want to get the big buildable C3PO and add it to my shelf of droids. The AT-AT, the gingerbread AT-AT, the Game Boy, the maple tree. I think that's it. Plans for spring break is watching YouTube, hanging out with friends on YouTube, and building Lego for YouTube. Sounds like YouTube break. Have you seen the Lumi Breaks Haunted Midnight Mansion? I've seen it. Yeah, it looks really good. That may be the one of the few Lumi Bricks I get. I want to get one just to see how they work. But since most of what they do is buildings, and I don't really do a whole lot of buildings, I'm like, well, what do I do with it once I'm done? I don't want to mix it with the other Lego. But, what do I do with it? because it's not like I have a city that I can kind of slot it in somewhere. But I don't know. Do you know Austin FC chants? Yes, I do. The only one I don't know is Carnival, because no one knows Carnival. Yes, you're still in the wheel. I know how Carnival sounds phonetically, but a lot of I still have to, after this many years even, I still have to look at my phone for some of the Spanish lyrics, because I'm like, I don't know what this is. Oh, I haven't put that one on yet. Because we'll probably put these on different stickers. Well, I hope you know Carnival. You're in the group. You're in the band. But I know most of them. All right. Which one are we putting on here? Are we putting on Once Upon a Time, every big idea starts small, or To Rebuild or Not to Rebuild? I don't know if you can see those. We've got a Times Roman numeral. We've got a Courier, and we've got what looks to be not quite Comic Sans, but a script font. Yeah, Carnival's not easy because the words don't. It seems like the words should be on different beats, and it's just weird to kind of try to. Yeah. Anyway, once a week before the game, I'll listen to the song, and I'm like, nope, still don't know it. Okay, so we got one vote for Once Upon a Time, one To Build or Not to. To Build or Not, another one for Build or Not Rebuild. I'm tempted to put in Once Upon a Time because it's a typewriter font. And we've got a typewriter. This one doesn't make any sense unless it's a word processor. That one actually looks more like a typewriter. But the good news is there's 3 tiles. I'm going to put one on each, and you can swap them out. But consensus is Build or Not Rebuild, so that's the one we're going to do right now. I'm going to use your brick separators. Okay. To build or not to rebuild, and we will attach the rest of these stickers later. Says to attach the rest of the stickers later. See? It says it right there. Don't believe me? Why would I lie to you guys? It says attach them. And this goes in here. Okay, so there's they've been doing this a lot lately. There's that click hinge, ratchet hinge, female receptor, and then there's a clip. And they've been doing this a lot lately. Where this just kind of sets in there. It holds it in place, but it doesn't hold it really tight. So you can take it out if you want to. So it's a little wobbly. All right, and that's the typewriter done. Now we're just going to build on the flowers. And it goes back and forth, and you can... I don't know if it's how... It looks like it's a little wiggly. Right? It's a little jiggly because it's a typewriter. So that's my only guess is why it's jiggly. When you hit the shift key, it goes up a little bit. So it looks like it's... Because shift... In old typewriters, for you youngins, when you hit the shift key, it basically raised everything up. So that the hammer would strike, but if you raised it up a little bit, the lower part of the hammer would strike. So, you know, the typewriter was rolled like this, so only a portion of it would hit. And so when you raise it up, it would do a different part of that hammer. So that's what shifting means. It would shift the carriage up. Plus not compatible with their strange hands. Typewriter is too large for upscale minifigs, isn't it? Yeah. Here's, again, the baby one. This looks pretty cute. Little baby typing at a typewriter. So if we get more if you get another buildable baby like this, it'd be kind of fun. Almost looks like a piano at this stage, but that's pretty cute. I really want to win a set because I am bored all the time. Well, maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm sorry you're bored. I'm doing my best to be entertaining. Hopefully, you're not bored this last hour. Yeah, the baby was... I did this with the arcade cabinet too. Like, it fit the baby kind of good. The arcade cabinet's only about that big. I'm like, if you built a little orange crate or something for him to sit on, it would look adorable. Like, I kind of want to get... I think Johnny built one of these in blue. I think he built them in 3 or 4 colors, like blue and black. There were restrictions on some of them because there were parts that they didn't make, like either these curved dome corner pieces or these wedge pieces. So, but I think he did a bunch of these. You could check his channel. Yay, I'm entertaining. So yeah, all we need is a couple of more of these kinds of things to sit all the space babies in front of. I think that'd be hilarious if you got a bunch of different colors of typewriters with a bunch of different colored babies, and maybe they'll type out Shakespeare. Oh yeah, you did 5 colors. Did them in the classic, I think the classic Lego color. So red, yellow, white, black, blue, because green is an original Lego color. All right, flowers. Although I'm gonna wait for just a second because we're at the 11:30 hour and nobody new has come in. So we're gonna do a spinny. And nobody has been added in the last 30 minutes. So we'll do a shuffle. And we'll do a spin. And good luck to everybody. The next one will be bamboo. So the winner of the bamboo is Frankie. If you're still here, you've won a bamboo. If you're going to be at the meeting tonight, I'll bring this. If you'd like me to donate it, I can donate it. Frankie. Marked for Frankie. Frankie has left the chat. Well, I know in a lot of cases, Frankie, I've seen their setup at their house. They just have a big TV in their workroom. They just turn it on. And he showed me a picture of it one time. They're all just sitting there building. And there's my giant face, like, taking up half their wall. I'm like, don't ever show that to me again. That was just disturbing. It felt like the scene from, like, V for Vendetta where John Hurt's face is just like, brrr, you know. Yeah. Frankie has left the building. So here's some other cool flower pieces. These aren't totally new, but it's I always like these in that color. This is kind of newish. I hadn't seen this before. Maybe it was in another flower set, but just the telescope in green. I think that's kind of cool. Almost. Yes, almost. Just filmed a video. Now I need to upload it. Everybody make sure to go check out Mayo's channel if you haven't. What's my favorite chant? It's not... I'll tell you what it's not. Feliz Feliz. That's not even the name of it, but when we do Feliz Feliz. Because the first time it's fine. After a couple times, because they just go on forever with it. I get real old and real sore real quick. So that's kind of my least favorite. I don't know. I think I do like the one that's kind of unofficial about Frisco and Dynamo. We run the state, we run the show. That one's a good one. That one's a lot of fun. But it's not an official Merga. I like 7474. I like the one Verde Negro. So now I have to look up La Merga songs. I don't know the names of any of these. Plus the song sheet I think is out of date. Yeah, Verde Submarine I like. I like El Equipo de 512 because we could do the... yeah, those. I don't like colors either, but I think it's mostly because I don't know it that well. What's the one? I don't think it's on here. Oh, Bella Ciao. I like Bella Ciao too. Those are good. We're talking about football chants for the Austin FC. So now it's a really cute typewriter. We're going to stick flowers in the middle of it. Just to ruin it. Just to ruin your day. All you OCD kids out there. For no reason. There's a plant in your typewriter. So we've got one set left at the top of the hour at noon. At the last little bit, we will run that one through. Again, I very much appreciate everybody coming by today and subscribing over the years, keeping me company while I'm doing this. And again, 1,000 subscribers for YouTube doesn't mean anything. Doesn't immediately monetize you. It doesn't give you any perks or added features or anything like that. You just kind of roll with everything. But it might make me want to change up some things. Maybe I'll have more people on or something. Do some more streams. Like we used to do a couple streams together with people. And haven't done that in a while. So maybe we'll get back into doing some of that. And, you know, take suggestions if anybody has ideas about what they'd like to see more of. More design stuff. No. Not no. I saw Mayo said no idea, and my brain went, no. Yeah, no idea who put this flower here. How dare they? Okay. There's your nice little flower coming out. It's a cute idea. It makes it seem like your writing is fluid. You have good writing. Okay. I've liked doing the big mocks where I kind of turn the cameras around and build at the table over there. I might try to do more of that, especially doing the... that might be something I'll do. Maybe this coming week I'll work on the stadium seating. I have to kind of take it all apart. I bought some parts. I have to take it all apart to put in gray pieces because I kind of put in filler pieces thinking I was just doing it to see if it worked. But now I'm like, maybe I'll do this to take to the thing. Hang on one second. Who's my favorite player in Austin? Currently it's CJ. For a while it was Gally. For a while before that was Lima, but Lima turned out to be a terrible human being. I also like Zan. I like Kolmanich. Gite was one of my favorites for a while, but he was alone and wasn't around for all that long. I know he's not the most skilled player, but I kind of like Rubio because he's a little bit of an instigator and gets under your skin and kind of, he knows his job and he's gonna get in there and muck up some things. But I still think he's a decent enough player. That didn't go on very well. Yeah, Stuver's fine. I mean, Stuver's everybody's favorite player. He's just a great, he's a good person and he's always been a good player. All-star caliber goalie. Saved our bacon on more than one occasion. But yeah, the players, I liked Ring for a while. I don't know which I like better, Bukhari or Obrion, but I feel like both of them have this sort of weakness of being super fast and super skilled, but still very short and unwilling to really make a play. They're more willing to just try to take it on themselves and take it all the way down the field and try to dribble past somebody and then losing the ball. That's, so it really depends. I don't know who's playing for the LA Galaxy these days. I don't either. I don't follow along all that much, and LA Galaxy is one that it's not really a rival, but we kind of get a little spicy when they come to town, so but yeah, I don't know who's playing for them either. That's cute. Another big fleur. I use this piece more for flowers than I have any Technic build before. I'm gonna do this 4 times. Ooh, Kind of a nice light blue for that piece. That's cool. I think we had was it Fagundes that went to LA Galaxy, or did he go to LAFC? Because I know we lost a player that everybody pretty much liked. He was kind of he wasn't the heart of the team, but he was kind of the heart of the team. He was one of the first people we picked up to be on Austin, and scored one of the first goals. And they kind of traded him like in the dead of night almost. Like, it was really weird. The whole situation was really weird. And I think it was because he and the coach weren't getting along. And so the coach was like, "You're out." That's what it felt like. I don't think that's exactly what happened. I'm sure there was a discussion on contracts or something like that. But we kind of knew the family a little bit. And they had just bought a house up near us, actually. And so to find out then that they got traded was kind of like, well, I don't think that was his plan. Like, I don't think, and it's, it's sports is a business, and you just kind of go where your contract tells you to go. So I don't know. But anyway, and I liked him when he was playing here too. But I don't think he was ever really my favorite. I know a lot of people had jerseys with his name on it. I like CJ. I think CJ is my favorite currently. And not just because he's scored a couple game-winning goals, but also when he gets on the field, and he's a sub. Like, he doesn't play. He's a young guy. He's also played on the Austin FC 2 team, which is the under 21 group. The next pro. And by the way, a bar, anything with a bar will fit into that piece. So if you're using that piece for anything, making a spaceship or something like that, because I mean, at this point, you could make some sort of drone spaceship out of that, right? So good building technique. And yeah, not because he's just scored a bunch of goals, but also he comes on the field and he's very excited to be there, and he tries to get the crowd up, and does a good job of being a team. Like, he really wants the team to do well. Okay, that goes all the way down, right? Nope, doesn't go all the way down. I don't know how that works, but oh, cute. This is adorable. I love it. So there's some extras here, some good extras. My favorite piece in tan. These two pieces are pretty good. Always useful. Not really. I never really liked Driussi. He was fine. He was a skilled player, but every time I watched him play, I got really kind of bent out of shape about his attitude. Like, he was always mad that he didn't have the ball. And he didn't seem like he was out there to be part of the team. I think it just felt like he was out there because he was just out there. And for a long time, I always felt like we were getting players that were kind of in a down slump. Like, they had done really well. They play in Austin for a little bit and suck. And then they go off to do something else and kick ass. Driussi's done it. Fagundes has done it. A couple other people that go back to whatever, they come over here for an international play. What's his name? Rigoni was like that. Came and played with us and was like this big scorer. Driussi wanted him over here, wanted to play with his buddy. Got here and did absolutely nothing. They went back to Argentina or whoever he's playing with now and is like scoring a bunch of goals. And it's like, okay, well, either the MLS has better defense and goalies than we think, or, whatever. I didn't hear that. I don't know for sure, Mayo. That's a good question. I don't know for sure. So here's this set. We've got another 13 minutes or so to kind of mess around until the top of the hour. We'll do one last drawing and then we'll call it a day. So here's your cute typewriter. The little keyboard fiddles a little bit, jiggles, whatever. And you can kind of see the stylus, the hammer thing in there move when you type on it. That's pretty cool. The paper comes out and you can put a new sticker on it if you'd like. I might keep the stickers separate and keep these tiles. So I don't know. One thing I know for sure. Yeah, I mean, when you're playing a number 10, if you're not the top scorer, something's wrong. And he did play for like 3 years. So, or no, 2 years. So he had a good run of being the top guy up there. We're expecting Uzuni to play a little better than that, and he's currently not. So we just don't have somebody who's done that. It was going to be Vasquez, but Vasquez got hurt. $9 million on a dude who's out in the first couple games. That sucked. Or I think it was more than that, 13 million or something like that. Anyway, so here's something that I know may not work. So your QR code here should get you points on your Insiders account, and I've been having problems with this. So I scan the QR code sometimes, and then I open it up. Oh, now it opens on Builder. See, before it wasn't opening on Builder. Oh, 6 times 2 is 21. They ask you these questions. So then it should open up. It launches the Builder, and it should take you to your account. And it just does this. Just spins. Spins and spins and spins. And on my phone, I've tried this. Hang on real quick. Gotta love the family. I don't want to not take the call. I should just let it go to voicemail, but I don't want to not take the call. Anyway, I've been having this problem for a while trying to earn the points off of instruction booklets. I have 5 or 6 instruction booklets that I've wanted to get the points from, and this is what happens. And I've tried 3 different browsers, and I've tried this is a DuckDuckGo browser. So every time I close the browser, it gets rid of cookies, it gets rid of any data, right? So when I contacted customer service and they said, yeah, clear your browsing data, clear your cookies, try a new browser. And I'm like, this was in my original email where I tried 3 different browsers. Also, you're giving me Windows and OS instructions. This is on my phone. Like, who's scanning from their computer? Like, could I do it here? Could I do this and have it pick up a QR code with my webcam? I don't know how they think that works, but anyway. So I was like, it's not just me. I've had a couple other people in my lug report this is a problem. I've done all this. And make sure to send us the pictures of the instructions for the ones that aren't working so we can give you point credit. I'm like, what? It's almost not even worth the points now. It's just the fact that the problem exists. Like, I don't know what the fix for the problem is. But me sending, do I send you pictures every time this doesn't work? They're like, well, we want to make sure that it's not like a bad code or it's smudged. I'm like, this is SetSpot from a grocery store, from Amazon, from a local Lego store, from shipping directly from Lego. Like, it's across the board. So why is this not working? Anyway, we'll figure it out. So I've got like 5 or 6 instruction booklets I'm trying to get scanned. So yeah, and if it does, let me know. Like, try it before the meeting, and if it's giving you the same thing, where it just sits there, and I turn the trackers off, I turn the blocking off, I turn all security off on the browser, and it still does the same thing. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm assuming it's my problem. I'm assuming I'm the problem. Like my phone for some reason or something. I don't know. I might try it. I might see if Beth can do it, you know, on an iPhone and see if that is any different. So anyway, I don't really have anything else to build. Beth is all done with her current sets. She has one more that she wants to do, and it's the, she wants to do it on stream. It's the, Wicked, or the, Disney, 100 Years of Disney or something like that. So maybe a week from today, she'll be on stream. So we'll get that. If you want to, I don't think anybody can scan this on camera, but if you want to, I'll put it up here. So if you'd like tickets to Brick Rodeo, July 26th or 23rd through 26th, this won't focus really well. Probably because it's a matte, whatever. This is just a little flyer that we're going to give out to AFALs who want to register for all access passes at the Kalahari. That's where it's going to be this year. So if you'd like to go to brickrodeo.com, make sure to get yourself an all access pass. The cost of the tickets will go up. The cost of the access passes will go up at the first of the year. So if you don't get them soon, the prices will go up. It's $100 now, and that's all access. So they'll give you all 4 days, a con mock, extra bits in the bag, stuff to go with the workshops. There are a couple other trinkets and stuff. This year, shirts you have to pay for extra if you want a shirt. We got feedback that not everybody wears the shirts and they don't want shirts. So we just made them. It's like, okay, well, if you want a shirt, add a shirt to the cost. There's also a pretty cool laser engraved, not laser etched, or laser etched, but not laser engraved.